How's it going, guys? Uh, First basketball video. I just want to talk about uh, Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year case. I think that he can just grasp it. Like, I honestly think he can get it. And there's a legitimate argument. I think he deserves it, personally. Um, I just want to bring up. I'm not probably not going to go too much into the stats of it all, but I really do just want to bring up just the eye test sort of basis. I've been watching the Spurs this whole season. I paid attention to him. I am my my expectations for this guy is just through the roof. It's unbelievable. He is one of the just best talents I've ever seen in my life, and I think that is he's a revolutionary kid. Like, honestly, he's amazing. Uh, Glazing aside,
Bro, if Wet Bananas Lily would have made that shot right there, bro, arguably he had to already have passed up Michael Jordan.
I really just do want to bring up a case for this guy, and we're just gonna quickly, before we even get to Wemby, we're gonna talk about the person that has the potential to win it. Probably the person that has the, I wouldn't say the better argument, but the most consistent argument for to win this award, and that is Rudy Gobert. We're just gonna talk about his circumstances and why I think personally at this point in time it's unnecessary for him to get another one. Um, I hate to say it, like I'm not one for really for voters fatigue either, but I don't think that it's justified. Like, regardless of the winning, but let's just go. Let's just I have a couple different cases first. First, to get into the winning point, I just want to talk about the team that he's on currently. It's a championship caliber team. He is on a legitimate championship contender, full of great role players, vets, an established team, a young superstar. Everything is looking amazing for them. They are arguably the best team in the league. They I think that him being an anchor for such an amazing defensive team, regardless, is it's great. It's amazing. Rudy Gobert is an all-time great defender. I'm never going to argue that point. Uh, my whole thing is that there are people that can have breakout seasons, and their breakout seasons be significantly better than the standard that the person previous to them set. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Wemby at this point in time, he's going to be able to do all this stuff on a regular basis. So he's setting the standard to a new level, while Rudy Gobert set the standard to a certain level in the league. I think that once you establish, you can go a whole step higher in terms of the defense, offense, anything. Once you show that there is another level to this, you automatically should deserve whatever award that applies to that sort of circumstance. Um, I think Wemby he's just able to do it in his rookie season. I don't think that it should matter, really. Like, he's gonna play like this regardless, right? Like, it's not like he's like, oh, his rookie season, that's gonna be his best defensive season. When you know that sure as hell is not gonna be the case. So I think that, boom, when it comes to Rudy, he's already won a bunch already. He does not even care about it. I'm very sure at this point. He is trying to win a championship. What are these defensive player of the years and these other accolades without a championship? You know what I'm saying? Like, he is on a competitive run. Um and I would argue, like, the NBA was kind of settling even with his last defensive player of the year. Giannis could have won. There was a couple players that could have won that were just overall from an eye test was just a better defender. Like, nobody wanted to, like, just had no gravity at all, and nobody wanted to be around them. It was just horrible. Uh, but that's my case. Rudy is Rudy and a fantastic player. I don't want to discredit him. I'm just saying, for this specific circumstance, uh, he's just been outplayed, and you're gonna have to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? So why not start now? So now I'm gonna go into the Wemby case, and I'm not gonna once again not gonna go into the stats of it all, because if I did, I honestly think that that would lean closer to Wemby, if anything. I know there are like overall team statistics that could just outshine everything that Wemby does personally, but I think from just a defensive player of the year standpoint, I think that Wemby has the stats to back it up absolutely just by himself. Um, but that gets me into my first point. The dude, just from an eye test, is just he is abnormal. He is just such a person. I've never seen a person get into the league and adapt so well, so quickly. I mean, I've seen many, not many. I've seen true superstars sort of fall into that role, especially at a young age. Like we've seen, like Zion was able to go into the league regardless of his injuries and whatnot. He just adapted in a flash. I would say guys like Kyrie, guys like LeBron. There are people that are just sort of anomalies, regardless of their age, regardless of what's going on with them. It and they just have an instinct that they can just rise to the moment and to the occasion. Wemby definitely has that DNA in him, and it's great to see. It's super obvious, and he wants to just win. That competitive spirit's great. Next, we just want to talk about things like publication and jersey sales and media. Like, the dude is so easy to market. Like, it's just so easy. He's already got like an ad campaign. He's got shoes coming now. He's got a Nike deal. The logo's looking great. Like, there's so many things that are working in his favor. Why not let him win this award to just sort of back this up and really help the superstar shine? You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron's making podcasts, dog. Like, the dude's the foot's out the door. Just let the guy. Like, you need someone like this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying face of the NBA, face of the NBA, face of the NBA. Like, if he wins this, there are going to be more eyes. There's going to be more people interested, because that's a revolutionary moment. You know what I'm saying? Which gets me to my next point. He is a revolutionary talent. The dude is a defensive juggernaut. He is. I've never seen so many just players just literally just avoid him, just walk past, just dribble just away from him. It's it's actually comedic at some points, because you're like, on any regular circumstance, any regular game, they're absolutely taking that layup. They're absolutely just driving in, trying to go in for the contact. They're absolutely just trying to like do a shimmy something, trying to drive in. They don't even try. There's some players on fast breaks. They don't even try. They're like, yeah, this guy's behind us. I know I'm not gonna get this. It's just so funny. And so I think that having that sort of intimidation factor really adds to that case too, where it's like, I've seen Rudy. He's a tall guy. He's a once again amazing shot blocker. He reads the defense really well, and he moves his feet quickly. But Wemby does all of that at a younger age. Sure, he can't. He's not in defensive formation, like he's not in his peak defensive form yet, because he obviously needs to get bigger and stronger and stuff like that. Uh, but at the end of the day, he reads the defense well. He makes good decisions. He's he makes obviously rookie decisions at certain points, but he makes good decisions overall. Um, and I think overall, uh, he just is bringing a new air to the game, and it's great to see. Which brings me to my last point. A revolutionary talent deserves a revolutionary moment. I think that this would do great wonders for the NBA. I feel like the NBA and NBA fans have realized that we are an era. We consider each era of basketball and every stat and every player so much. There are so many just true basketball heads that care about these certain accolades and these moments. Why not give it to a person that actually deserves it? Um, I think it would be an amazing moment. I think nobody would argue against it. Why waste the time? because at the end of the day, if Rudy wins, we are everybody for the rest of time, for always and forever. We are going to be just saying, "Oh, Wemby should have won that though," because really he should have, and it's obviously cool to see and cool. It would cool to be considered and all these things, but at the end of the day, why waste the opportunity when someone actually deserves it? This is a new era of basketball. We do not have to stick with these salty ass old basketball heads that think that, oh, they're you're allowed to do this. You're allowed to have these sort of accolades and stuff like that back in the day because that was the beginning of basketball. Now we have a status quo that we have to reach. When in reality, it's just basketball. Everybody does. Some people deserve awards and some people don't. There are some anomalies and there are some that are not. This is an anomaly in this case. This is something that's not likely. We're not going to give it out always, but to the people that deserve it, we should. Um, and that brings me to my conclusion. At the end of the day, this gives the NBA, if giving this award to Wemby would give the NBA everything they want. It's going to give them eyes, it's going to get them new fans, it's going to get them not only new fans, it's going to get them the old fans surged and sort of ready for the next season, because they are all the people that weren't paying attention to the Spurs are going to be like, if this kid is winning, if this kid won this award, that means he's on the right track. This is an amazing moment. I'm here for a revolutionary, for a era-defining moment. If Rudy gets it, sticking with the status quo. Nobody's gonna be surprised. Nobody's gonna be angry or sad. But I know people are gonna be disappointed, and that's because the little bit of hope that maybe voters are gonna consider a player like this. With that being said, y'all, let me know how you feel in the comments. I really think that there's something here, and I don't think they should waste it. Alright, bye.